I don't want to waste your time, so let's get right into the video. You are trying to help your loved ones, but it doesn't work. You are not able to change them. So, what's your options? Well, you could try to force them to do the right things. What's that gonna do? Well, the first thing is they might build more resistance towards change and they will start doing the bad things even harder. Also, if you try to force them to do something, well, they will build resentment, they will hate you, and that will ruin the relationships with them. Now, even if you're able to force them to do the right things, once you're not around, they will do the bad things. Okay, so what's the other option? Well, you could just stop trying to change them. What's that gonna do? Well, you will save time, energy, your mental health, you're not gonna ruin your relationships, but you will experience extreme pain seeing your loved ones suffer because they were not able to change. Because you were not able to help them change. If you try to help them, but they don't want to change, and what I mean by they don't want to change, I'm talking about actions. Because a lot of people they say that they want to change, but they're not doing anything to change. They're not taking action. So if the person is saying that they want to become better, but they're not doing the actions, well, they don't want to change. So you try to help them. They don't want to change. You cannot just say, oh, well, at least I tried. Now it's on them. Yes, to a certain extent, it's on them to make the right decisions and actions to change themselves. However, if you're someone like me who takes accountability for everything that happens, well, you will feel guilty and weak for not being able to find the right approach to help them change themselves. So, what is the right approach to have a positive impact on your loved ones? After many years of trying, this is what I found works the best: manipulation. And it's not what you think, okay? I'm not talking about evil manipulation where you're playing God by trying to manipulate people for your personal gains while making everyone around you suffer. That's not the manipulation that I'm talking about. When I say manipulation, I mean understanding human nature and know how to amplify the good in people and to reduce the bad. For instance, positive reinforcements. It's a form of manipulation. You are praising a good behavior so that the person is more motivated to do it again. And the person will do it again. Here's another good manipulation technique that only works between men. So, not woman to man, not man to woman, man to man. This is important. Hurting his ego. If he's a masculine man, he will see it as a challenge and he will do everything to prove you wrong. He will have so much drive to change and he will take every action that he needs. And this is a really good manipulation technique in between male friends because this is where growth happens. It's healthy in the long run. When men hurt each other's ego, it pushes them towards action. They're motivated because they have something to prove and they don't want to ruin their own reputation. So, that's a technique that you can use. Now, again, I'm talking about in between men. But please, if you're a woman watching this, if you want your man to change, do not hurt his ego on purpose. It will make everything worse. Because you're already hurting his ego unconsciously and indirectly. But that is actually healthy for your man's growth. However, if you do it consciously and on purpose, that's going to make everything worse. There's a big difference between hurting his ego unconsciously and consciously, but I'm not going to get into that. It's another topic. Before I go any further, it is important to distinguish between what is actually bad for your loved one and what you believe is bad for them. Example: the person you care about needs to make a personal choice on where they want to be in life. What you could do is provide pros and cons of each options and also give your own opinion. But do not manipulate them into choosing one particular option because you believe it's going to be the best for them. Because it might not be the best for them. Knowing this, when should you use manipulation? You should not use it when you think that something is bad for them. No, You should only use it when you know 100% that something is bad. Now, let's take for example, you have loved ones that eat McDonald's. And everyone knows that if you eat McDonald's every single day, well, you're probably not going to be the most healthiest person. Here, we're not debating if bread is bad for them or not. We're talking about something that is common sense, that McDonald's is probably not the thing that is the healthiest for your loved ones. So, you can use manipulation to help them get rid of that bad habit of eating fast food. Let's examine another case. Whether you drink alcohol or not, you probably know that it's bad for you, if you're not lying to yourself. Now, you love your parents and you would like to spend more time with your parents. However, your parents love to drink alcohol and they do it quite often. The problem is, you find your parents repulsive when they drink. So you would like to reduce their alcohol consumption. Well, help them reduce their alcohol consumption. What's the solution? Manipulation. The next time you spend time with your parents and they haven't drank, you could tell them. I don't know what's different about today, but spending time with you was even more enjoyable than it usually is. You see, you don't even need to mention alcohol. Your parents will make the link by themselves. They will understand that, oh, I just spent time with my kids and my kids told me that they enjoyed it even more than usually. What's the difference? Oh, well, today I didn't drink alcohol. So the next time they will be more motivated to spend time with their kids without drinking because they know that, oh, well, when they don't drink and they spend time with their kids, the whole experience is more enjoyable and the kids are then saying thank you to their parents for this amazing moment together. And look, I totally understand that it's not as simple. I understand that there's way more to it and that there's way more details to take into considerations. I understand that your situation might be different from other people's situation. I totally get it. My goal in this video is to give you hope and just to give you a concept. This concept, once you know it, you can just make adjustments. And then you can bring into action and it might help you. Of course, it's going to be hard. You have to make effort. But the concept itself is easy. Applying it would be harder. But look, if you want to make a change in someone's life, you have to make changes in your life too. And lastly, I believe that as a man, it is your duty to have a positive impact on the people around you, especially your loved ones. So learn human nature, read books, watch videos, learn human nature, and please help your loved ones to have a better life. Help them to make a change in their lives. I will see you in the next video.